One of the characteristics of a port city is the constant flow of international workers coming into town from incoming vessels. This used to be a common sight in the city of New Westminster, British Columbia, up until the closure of the city's port in the 1980s. Reclaiming the New Westminster Waterfront spoke with former residents and workers of the waterfront, who could recall interacting with sailors who came from all around the world.
And what did you do at Edmondson Walker?
I was doing a little bit of everything, looking after the phone, making checks, bringing the money, depositing the money.
Okay.
Because we had a lot of boats coming in, and they were from all over the world, and people were different. And they were walking behind me, and I had that little bag of money, and I had to take it. I had to walk about a couple blocks to take it to the bank.
Ah.
And I didn't like that at all.
Okay.
But I liked that job because the banks used to close at 3 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
So I had to be at the bank before it closed. So then I didn't have to go back.
But, there was some fascination. There was a ship came in here one day, tied up on the dock down there near the foot of 8th, and we went on board, and I went up the gangway, the wooden gangplank, and my God, there was a guy with looked pretty big to me, with a big rifle standing there, and he had white cutties on to here, and a Naval little hat and a blue uniform, and he was, holding a gun out like that. And what is your reason for coming on board? I thought, well, I'm not coming on board a naval ship. I'm coming on board a merchant ship. I'm thinking, what is this all about? It turns out that Cuba did not have merchant ships. It was a Cuban vessel in that their ships that carried any merchandise for their requirement just had Navy personnel on board, so they had guns. So there was quite a flavor on the U.S. waterfront in terms of ships from all over the world, mainly 10,000-ton freighters, mainly freighters in very poor repair. But
with the sailors, did you have much interaction with sailers from
all
sorts of places?
Oh, Lord, yes. I can remember once working overtime, and probably about 18, I was on a Swedish ship. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was dead dog tired, and a couple of the machinists had gone into the galley and sat down, and they were having a glass that looked like apple juice, about that color. Anyway, I came in. Nobody's going to bother with the apprentice if he's stupid enough to stand out there to ask me in, so I wandered in and sat down. And one of these Swedes said with a bit of a smile and a heavy accent, would you like one of those, lads? And I said, yeah, whatever the hell it is, I'm thirsty. And he shoved it over. God, it was straight whiskey. Those Norwegians, I tell you, straight whiskey to those Norwegian sailors, it's just the way you drank it. Good Lord, I just about gagged on it. But, once it was poured, I got it down. The other thing I found out is that whereas they have a huge tolerance for it, I had very little.
Was there any talk about staying away from those sailors?
No.
No.
I remember they docked up at Fraser Mills or Canadian West, a number of crowns all back of the river.
Right.
And they would offer, if anybody wanted to buy any liquor.
Oh.
And so I remember my dad saying that. Otherwise, I don't recall a lot of that kind of traffic.